Welcome back to Project 948. It's been abandoned in a warehouse. And when I say abandoned, I mean broken. Now, unfortunately, when Mike was driving it to the circuit for its track day test, he ended up with no clutch on the side of the freeway. So we're tearing it all apart again. Yes, folks, we're picking it up and taking it back to Mike's old shop. This is Mike's new shop, or at least part of it, and semi-finished. Mikey's new lift at the old shop only goes up to 5 foot. I don't know what he was thinking. That's no good for him, and it's no good for me. So we suggested David did most of the work. As I think I've explained before, all the measurements fore and aft from the transaxle to the actual bell housing and the pilot bearing itself are fairly critical, so we wanted to get the bottom of the bell housing off, see what we could see before we started shifting anything around. The clutch itself didn't look very encouraging. We couldn't really see anything major on the throwout bearing itself. Removed our quick release fuel tank so we can get to that crossbar that holds the transaxle in place. You won't be able to hear any of this. As you can see, we've got Ronnie Corbett helping us out with the lift operation. So we turned our attention to the rear and undoing the CV joints so that we could drop the transaxle out. Firstly, removing all the C-clips which go over the lock washer, and then finally the bolts. There's Mikey doing his Saturday Night Fever impression. Get to the torque tube and disconnect that at the front end. What we discovered is that the throwout bearing had been destroyed. Normally we were expecting to see a crack in the plate, that's what's happened to us in the past, but it had been destroyed at the back end. As you can see, all the seal is completely kind of disintegrated. And in addition to that, our replacement brass pilot bearing, or bushing because there are no bearings, has also been modified by the shaft. There was no need for measurement involved. It was quite clear to see that the orifice is now way too big for the pilot end of the drive shaft. There are arguments for and against both needle bearings and ball bearings and bushings, but we've decided to revert to needle bearings. Apparently they take more is it torque? I don't know. Anyway, bigger pounds. Load. That's what it is. They can take more load than a bushing. For the throwout bearing, obviously we'll be getting a new one of those. That's the standard GM part. It has to be slightly modified to fit the adapter plate made by Texas Performance. It's just a question of grinding out some of the edge of the fitting itself. So we should be doing that. So once we've got all the parts in, next time around we'll be putting it all back together again and testing and all that stuff. So yeah, that's about it for now. Just thought I'd keep you updated. Thanks for tuning in as always. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so down here. And of course, encourage others to watch my lunacy.